Ray, welcome back to Gotcha Mazda. How'd the test drive of the CX-50 go for you?
It went very, very well. I was suitably impressed with the vehicle. I think impressed enough that I would actually consider, owning it.
That's fantastic. That's so good to hear. Well, I've just got a couple questions for you, and we can help you go home in that new CX-50 today. First things first, Ray, what is your monthly budget? Every single customer that walks through these doors, they have an idea of what they want to spend each month on their car payment. What's yours? Where do you want to be?
I'm really not concerned with the monthly budget, Zach. I know the CX-50 that I looked at will fit into what I have budgeted. But what I am interested in is getting a total breakdown, an out the door breakdown of all the fees, the price, the sales tax, any dealer installed accessories, the title, license, doc fees. I need a total breakdown of the price.
Oh, so out the door price. Okay, I'm not familiar with that term. Maybe that's something I have to go ask my manager. But when I do go ask for that, he's also going to want to know what monthly payment you're comfortable with. So I'll go ask him about that out the door thing that you were talking about. But I also, like I said, need to know what monthly payment you're comfortable with too.
If he's really concerned about my comfort, let him know it's like, I don't know, 50, $75 a month. Okay. I'll be honest with you. The vehicle that I've picked, assuming that it sells for what I believe it should, having done my market research, will fit well within the guidelines that I have set for myself. The only thing really, Zach, that I need to know, and I know your boss wants more information, but the only thing I need to know is the total breakdown of the cost of the vehicle, that out the door price. And perhaps after you make this sale, if you don't blow it, you can ask your boss exactly what an out the door price is.
Okay, well, I guess I need a lesson on what this out the door thing is. That being said, I know monthly payments are really important to our customers, and so I'll go double check with him on what we can do. But I think I'm going to come back in just a few minutes and need to ask you again. But we'll see what happens here, Ray. Give me a second.
Not a problem. So here you saw what just happened. The salesperson just kept pushing me for, well, what's my monthly budget? What's the monthly payment that I want to have? A monthly payment is just going to muddy the waters at the moment. All you want to concentrate on initially is the out the door price of the vehicle, the total price of the vehicle, the selling price, plus any agreed upon dealer accessories, plus sales tax, title, license, doc fee. You want to get an absolute breakdown of everything so you know exactly how much you're paying for the vehicle. If you just concentrate on the monthly payment like the salesperson was pushing, well, then you've lost sight of actually what you're paying for the vehicle. To get to that monthly payment, they could be extending the term. It could be at a higher rate. So the red flag here is they want you to be on a monthly payment. You want to be on a total price of the vehicle, the out the door price, including all fees. That's why Zach and I built our out the door calculator at CarEdge. Go to caredge.com/OTD.
Now, Ray, I got those numbers from my sales manager, that out the door price that you requested on the Mazda CX-50. And I just want to run you through this really quickly. We've got the MSRP of the vehicle, $1,000 discount from our dealership here. It's the best number we could possibly give you. We've got our dealer doc fee, and then we've added on some paint protection and some interior protection as well. Those two products add about, it looks like $19.98 to the price, but that's a great value for those add-on products. Then we have your sales tax and some registration fees here. It takes your total out the door price up a little bit above the original MSRP of the vehicle, but you got to remember we have the dealer doc fee that we have to charge, and we also have the sales tax and those add-ons, like I mentioned before, that we put on all vehicles. So, here's your out the door number that you requested. We good to go?
Not quite. Okay. I didn't ask for paint protection, and I didn't ask for interior protection for the vehicle. And I know you like to say that you put them on all the cars. And I don't know if you've actually applied them to this car yet or not. It didn't seem like it when I ran my hand over the paint before we went for the test drive. So I'm not sure it's actually been applied yet. But I'm not interested in either one of those. So we need to get those removed from the price and B, $1,000 discount really is nowhere near where we need to be. According to my market research, I should be able to get somewhere between, I don't know, 8 and 10% off of the MSRP.
Well, I appreciate how shrewd you are at negotiating, Ray. That being said, we do the paint protection and the interior protection on all of our vehicles. So it's already been installed. My hands are tied here. I mean, I can go ask my manager, but that's the reality of the situation is every vehicle you see at this dealership, it's got our protection package on it. And that's why it's such a value at $1,998 because, we could charge even more.
Yeah, it's a great value for the dealership. Lucky for you, Zach. Lucky for you. I happen to have a pair of scissors, and I'm going to untie those hands of yours. I'm going to free you up. It is, I get it. It is something that the dealership wants me to buy. It is not something that I'm interested in buying. So if we can't get that removed from the pricing of the vehicle, well, then there'll be no point in me continuing the conversation.
Okay, Ray, let me go talk to my manager and we'll see what we can do, okay?
Absolutely. So here's the red flag here. The dealership wants you to pay for what they call mandatory accessories that they install on every car: paint protection, interior protection, a $1,998 value. Well, truth be told, between those two items, maybe it cost the dealership $150, $200, $250. I don't know. Call it $300. It's still $1,700 in additional profit for the dealership, which is why they say they installed on every car. So the red flag here is, hey, we'll give you the out the door price. The punishment for that out the door price is you have to buy things you didn't want. And that's where you're going to fight back. If you didn't want it and you don't want it, believe me, if you protest hard enough and long enough, eventually they will agree to remove those charges.
Okay, great news, Ray. I just got back from the conversation with my manager. Sorry that took so long. He's a really busy guy. Good news for you. We got the $1,998 protection packages removed, and I got that discount up to $2,000. This is the best deal I've ever seen Jorge go for. So I got to tell you, Ray, I think you should jump all over this. I'm getting a mini commission on this. So I'm telling you, it's a good deal. Can I send you over to the finance office to talk to the F&I manager about payments and things like that?
Let me ask you one quick question before I say yes. Does the mini commission get even smaller if the discount goes up a little more? Because I still think we're somewhere around $1,000 apart. So let's assume that you get me that $3,000 discount, and you're going to get paid that mini commission either way, whether the dealership makes that 1,000 or they don't make that 1,000. And then you can send me to the F&I office.
Okay, good news, Ray. I got you the additional $1,000 off. The only reason Jorge said we're doing this is because it's the last day of the month. So kudos to you. You're a shrewd negotiator. You timed this well. Now, can I finally send you over to the finance office so we can get you out of here on your new ride?
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to finishing everything up.
Welcome to the finance office, Ray. I'm so excited that we were able to get you this deal on the new CX-50. Now, I simply need to show you a few numbers here. Obviously, you worked a great deal with our sales team. Congratulations on that. Now, I want to make you aware, we've added our optional but really highly recommended extended warranty package onto your vehicle, as well as gap insurance. Nowadays, these vehicles are depreciating so fast, you need to make sure you have guaranteed asset protection. So, like I said, this is optional, but it's something that 99.9% of our customers take. And you can see here on a 72-month car loan, it's only going to increase your payment by about $10 a month. It's a great value. So if you could just sign the paperwork right here, we'll be all set and we'll get you out of here on your new ride.
Just out of curiosity, I'm putting 40% down. So I don't think I would need gap insurance, but out of curiosity, how much are you charging for the gap insurance, and how much, not on a monthly basis, just how much are you charging me for it? What's the price of that? And what's the price of that extended warranty you were talking about?
Well, like I said, it's just $10 a month.
No, what's the price of the extended warranty? And then what's the price of the gap insurance? I don't want to hear how it impacts the payment at the moment. I just want to know what the price of each one of those items is that you would be charging me for it.
Well, the warranty, which let me be very clear, here's 10 years on 100,000 miles. So that goes way beyond the manufacturer's 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. That's $4,500. And then the gap insurance, which I know you're putting 40% down, but it's still a great value, is an additional $1,000. So it's $5,500 total. But like I said, just an additional $10 a month or so over the 72-month car note.
I'll tell you what, I'm not interested in the warranty, and the gap insurance is redundant because I'm putting so much down. So I don't want either one of those. And by the way, what's the payment for 60 months, not 72? Now, the reason this is a red flag is the dealership is once again trying to just work payments and trying to hide the cost of the items that they want you to buy. That extended warranty, the gap insurance that you may or may not need. If you're putting down less than 20%, gap insurance could be a good value. Might not really be $1,000 value, but it could be a good value to protect yourself. The extended warranty, depending upon how long you're planning on keeping a vehicle, could be something you're interested in, but that's something you can decide down the line. That's something you can decide as the factory warranty is expiring. It's not something that you have to do today. So they're just trying to increase their profits by persuading you, I think that's a nice way of putting it, into taking things that you don't really need at the moment. So once again, you have to fight back, you have to stand your ground, and you have to be willing to get up and leave if they don't acquiesce and do it the way you want to do it. We're doing a video we've never done before, something about red flags. I don't think we've ever done a red flag video in the 6-year history of CarEdge. So this should be something new. I hope it goes well.